friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lina and I'm a fiber artist / crocheter, and I love to design cute plushies like this one. And today's video is about 10 must-have gadgets and products from IKEA that every crocheter needs. And because I don't already own all of these gadgets / products, we now have to drive to IKEA. And we love a little IKEA shopping trip, don't we? So let's go! After the little IKEA trip yesterday, I can finally show you everything I've bought and everything I already owned. Starting off strong, I want to show you one of my favorite products from IKEA, and it's the Gatsby bookshelf. This one is one of my favorite products because it's very cheap, so if you're on a budget, I guess 29 euros for a whole bookshelf is not that bad. I bought this bookshelf about 1 month ago because I had an empty wall and I needed more space for my yarn, and it's perfect for my Jellycat collection, to display my seasonal collection like my winter collection, or in autumn I displayed my autumn collection. I also store my yarn in here, but I also like to see what I have in stock. So this bookshelf was perfect to put one scheme each color inside of it, so every time I work on a new pattern I can look right over there and I can see which colors I have in stock. I think that's pretty cool and it helps me with my creative process. I can highly recommend this bookshelf. As I said, it's very cheap and perfect if you are on a budget. Definitely one of my favorites. The next thing is the tablet stand, which I bought yesterday, and it's called Havrehøj. I'm not sure because it's Swedish and I'm not Swedish, I'm German, so I don't know how it's called. I already love this one. I just set it up, as you can see here. And it's standing right beside my computer, and I guess maybe this one is not for every crocheter, but especially when you're a pattern designer or own another business like plushie business and not just patterns, this one is perfect. I already love it. I can imagine using this when I draw my little sketches, if I have some new pattern ideas, and I guess that's way more healthy than laying it on the table, especially for your neck. I can't wait to use my iPad on this tablet stand. And yeah, if you also own a tablet, maybe also if you are not even a designer, not a small business owner, just crocheting and using the tablet for the pattern, I can imagine that this tablet stand is very helpful, and with 10 euros it's also not that expensive. The next thing are the Salma boxes from IKEA, and I was very surprised how many sizes of boxes there actually were, because I only own 2 sizes of these boxes, but as you can see in the video there were so many different sizes, so I guess everyone should find their perfect size. I already own a very small box of these for my keychains when I prep for markets or something, and I own the very big. I'm not sure if these actually are the biggest boxes, but they are very big. I own 2 of these, one for all of my plushies that I don't need anymore and maybe want to sell at markets one day, and the other box I use to store yarn, which I don't use or need on a daily basis. So these boxes are very practical, especially when you don't want that your plushies or your yarn gets dusty, and I store my boxes in the cellar. Another product which is one of my all-time favorite products from IKEA is their serving trolley, and I was very excited when I bought this one about 1 year ago, and it was one of my first investments with my Etsy money. So yeah, I was pretty excited for this one and super happy when I got it. And I know that a lot of you already own this one, so maybe you can also recommend it, because I love this trolley. I always put my favorite colors inside of it, and on top I put my safety eyes, some crochet hooks and everything like that. Normally it stands right beside my desk, And if I want to crochet in bed or on the sofa, I just took my trolley and I have everything in one place. I don't need to run back into the craft room and take my scissors and oh, I forgot my stuffing, run back to the craft room, took my stuffing. So this is so practical and it's so cute. And I know that there are two sizes, a big one and a small one. And yeah, last year when I was about to buy one for myself, I wasn't sure if I should get the small or the big one. And because I was on a budget, I took the small one. And I have to say, this size is big enough because I can fit about 8 skeins of yarn in every floor. So 8 skeins of yarn, 8 skeins of yarn, and everything else that I need. So yeah, you can definitely pick the smaller trolley if you're on a budget as I was. And yesterday I also saw that they don't only sell the white and the black version of it, they also have more colors in stock like green or blue, so it's up to you which color you prefer. The next product is a product that can be very practical, and it's the monitor stand Vattenfall. You maybe think, Lina, why should a crocheter need a monitor stand? And let me tell you something, especially when you have a small desk to work at. It's super practical to put your laptop or your monitor on top of the stand so you can put your keyboard and your mouse right under it every time you work on your desk. So if you crochet something bigger or if you are designing a new pattern, then it's super practical to get yourself even more space on your desk. I love this little hack because I need a lot of space when designing patterns and I always put my keyboard and my mouse right under it. And as you can see in the video, I only use one part of it, the smaller part, for my monitor because I thought if I would use both parts, it would be so big and my monitor would stand so high. And yeah, then I used the bigger part for my shoes, as you can see in the next video. And now I have some extra space when crocheting and I have some extra space for my shoes. Win-win. The next product is a smaller one and it's very cheap. It's the pen cup Dröhnjöns, and I don't use it for pens. I use it for all the garbage that arises when crocheting, like body parts I didn't like while designing them, loose threads and ends, and all the fluff that would normally lay around my table. So with this little basket I make sure that my table is clean and there's no fluff flying around, and every time it's full I put it in the trash bin. And I always have this one on my desk when crocheting for myself or when designing a new pattern. But I think you can also use it to store your crochet hooks and your scissors or something like that, so not only for your garbage. And with less than €2, it's very cheap. The next product, which I already own a few months, is the basket Risa Top, and this one is also not that expensive and it's very good in quality, and I put everything for my current project inside of it, like yarn, crochet hook, scissors, safety ice box, my iPad, everything inside it. And yeah, every time when I'm a passenger princess on longer car rides, I bring this basket with me and I have everything in one place to work on my current projects. And yes, I can highly recommend this basket to you. And I also use it at markets, but not for my projects or something like this. I use it to bring some food and water and tissue papers, so you can use it for even more situations than crocheting on a longer car ride. Next product is the pinboard Scandus. And as soon as I knew that I will have my very own craft room in our new apartment, I already knew that I will get this pinboard to put it on the wall right beside my desk. Because with the right gadgets and the right other products from IKEA, it's very practical to start different things and also to put some inspirations onto the pinboard, or things like a quote that motivates you. And as you can see in the video, I use it to store my safety eyes, or the safety eye sizes which I use the most. And these baskets you have to buy separately, so this is also the next product, and they also are called Scandus, and they come in a bundle of 3 and they cost €9. I love these baskets. These are super practical, and I guess you can store way more stuff than only safety eyes in them. And in my opinion, this pinboard is not just only practical, it's also aesthetically pleasing when it's on the wall right beside the desk. It looks super cool. I feel like I have everything super organized when I look at it. And with that, I will also show you the last product of this video, because it's an addition to the pinboard I've showed you before. And this is the equipment set for this pinboard. It consists consists out of 7 pieces, which are perfect if you buy yourself the pin board and you are on a budget, because it's only 9 euros for 7 pieces. And with this bundle you will have enough accessories to make your pin board looking very good, like the little hooks, which I use for some decor or for my scissors. There's also a container included, which I use for my amigurumi sticks, and a longer and letter basket, which I also use for some decor. And I also love to display one of my newer plushies on it. As you can see, I currently have my moose plushie on it and a little flower. And last but not least, there are 2 clamps included in this bundle of 7. So this is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this little IKEA trip and all the gadgets I've talked about. Please let me know in the comments which gadget is your favorite, and maybe if you already own some of the gadgets I've showed you. And if you enjoyed this video, I would highly appreciate a thumbs up, and maybe leave a follow if you don't want to miss more crochet content like this. So happy crocheting and bye!